Let me tell you about the day my cat, Biscuit, woke up and chose violence. Not just a little bit of mischief, I mean full-time villain mode, like she decided my entire existence needed to be shaken. Flipped, roasted, humiliated, and then sprinkled with drama. It started at 6-0-3 in the morning. I was fast asleep, dreaming about normal, wonderful things. No, like food, peace, and happiness.
Suddenly, I felt something heavy on my chest.
And not just heavy. Breathing. I cracked open one eye. There was Biscuit, sitting on me, like a little mafia boss, collecting rent. She meowed once. Just one single meow. But the way she said it, it clearly translated to, "Wake up. I'm about to start some problems." I made the foolish decision to ignore her. That was the worst decision of my entire life. So, I finally get up to get a glass of water, because my throat felt like the Sahara Desert. Biscuit followed me, like a tiny, furry shadow with murder in her eyes. I could feel her watching my every move as I poured the water into the glass.
She leapt. Not onto the counter. Not onto me.
She launched herself directly into the glass. Full speed.
Like a misguided, furry rocket.
Water exploded everywhere, all over my clothes, the floor, my dignity. It was a mess.
And she just walked away with this air of smug satisfaction, as if to say,
"That's what you get for waking up late." I cleaned it all up, grumbling to myself, questioning all of my life choices that led me to this moment. Next up was breakfast. I sat down, ready to enjoy 2 simple, peaceful, boiled eggs. Biscuit was staring at me from across the table like a jealous auntie watching someone else get food at a wedding. The intensity was unsettling. The very moment I cracked the first egg, she clawed her way up onto the table with shocking speed, stole the entire egg right out of my hand with her mouth, jumped down, and ran. And I absolutely swear she didn't even eat it. She just hid it under the sofa like she was saving evidence to frame me for a crime later on. My peaceful breakfast was officially betrayed. At 10 o'clock, I had an important online meeting. Very important, professional, serious stuff. I got dressed up nicely from the waist up. You know how it is? And I prayed that Biscuit would just take a nap. How cute of me to hope. 5 minutes into the call, while my mic was on and my camera was on, Biscuit began her personal opera concert. Loud, dramatic. It was like she was auditioning for Cats. The musical right there in my room. Live for my colleagues. Everyone on the call stopped talking. And then she jumped directly onto my keyboard. My screen froze instantly. Everyone on the call was treated to a beautiful freeze frame of my face stuck mid-blink, looking like a confused potato ghost. But she wasn't done. She opened 5 random tabs, typed a string of gibberish into the chat for everyone to see, and then the grand finale. She turned on screen sharing. She exposed every single open file on my laptop. Every embarrassing file name. Every unfinished assignment. Every screenshot I told myself I'd delete back in 2019. I literally wanted to evaporate into thin air. After that public humiliation, I gently put Biscuit in the bedroom so I could just breathe for 5 minutes. I thought I was safe. Wrong. She escaped? How? To this day, I don't know. I didn't ask. Frankly, I didn't want to know. All I know is that she broke free like a tiny, furry prison escape expert and sprinted straight for the front door, which was slightly ajar. I immediately started chasing her. She ran so fast, was like she had suddenly unlocked cheat codes for speed. She zipped under chairs, through curtains, and behind the fridge like she was speedrunning a life-sized maze. I was crawling on the floor. I bruised my knee. I even hit my head on a table trying to catch her. And Biscuit? She just stopped and stared at me for a second, with a look that clearly said, "You need to get your stamina up, human." And then she made it. She ran outside, into the great outdoors. A stray cat from the neighborhood saw her. She saw him. They just stared at each other like 2 gang leaders silently negotiating territory. I ran outside in my completely mismatched clothes, shouting Biscuit, come back, like a dramatic mother in a soap opera. My neighbors definitely peeked through their windows.
I'm pretty sure one auntie brought out popcorn to watch the show.
A kid across the street was recording me on his phone. The humiliation was complete. And do you know why Bisky finally came back inside? Only because she got bored. Not because she cared about my pleas. Not at all. For lunch, I foolishly attempted to make a meal. Bisky decided she wanted to help. And by help I mean she systematically pushed every single onion off the counter, one by one. Then she jumped into an open cabinet. Then she stuck her entire head into the bag of flour, emerging completely white, looking like a tiny, angry ghost. And then she sneezed. It caused a flour explosion, so massive it looked like I had tried to summon a kitchen demon and failed spectacularly. I spent the next hour cleaning up the white powder that covered every surface of my kitchen. And where was she? She sat on a chair, just watching me, like a supervisor who was deeply disappointed in my cleaning skills. Finally, night came. I lay down, completely exhausted, broken, and mentally destroyed by the day's events. Biscuit curled up next to me on the bed. So cute, right? Don't be fooled. She was just recharging her chaos batteries. At 3 in the morning, I heard a crash. She had knocked something off the shelf. Then another thing. Then another. I groggily got up to stop her. She made direct eye contact with me. And then she pushed the very last item off the shelf. But this time, she did it slowly, deliberately, as if to say, this is for the boiled egg you tried to eat earlier. It's been a week now. I'm still recovering emotionally. Bisky is currently sleeping peacefully on my lap. Like she didn't just ruin my entire existence for a day. I am convinced she has a secret notebook hidden somewhere, with a title like, How to Stress Out My Human? Chapter 1, Total and Utter Chaos. But after all that, do I still love her? Unfortunately, yes. I do, because that is the unwritten contract you sign when you decide to let a cat into your life and your heart. Thanks for listening to my tale of survival. If you have a chaotic pet story of your own, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time!